Alright guys, here we go, episode 114, play against Michigan State this week. They have had a rough Big Ten game. They're sitting even on the year, and their offense and defense aren't anything special, especially compared to ours, but they got a right end, a center, and a quarterback that we need to watch out for this game. And we got a wide receiver, Green, still hurt. Dang it, I hope to have him back this game. Crap, yeah, questionable, and Buckley's still injured, so I'm down to third and fourth string running backs. Oh my gosh, man. Especially Buckley's been carrying my team all season since Green's been hurt, so that sucks. In the first quarter, Jackson, handoff right up the middle. He's a pretty good dude. Somebody had commented saying that he was legit. He was legit. And he's been good for me every time he's come in. First and goal, didn't like what I saw. Audible to a run play. Changed my mind again. Audible to a pass play. I didn't like what I saw, so I kept changing it. And then set people on hot routes. And decided to actually hike it, and wide open in the corner. Vitale gets a touchdown. I've found him a lot here recently the last couple of games. But I was 3 for 3 for that series, and a touchdown, I'll take it. Their first series in the first quarter, drop back pass, has all day to throw. Sims, good little catch right there. And my gosh, man, torch me like crazy all game long. I mean, we got a field goal at some point in time, but not enough. And then right there, I take out my own dude. Try to get him at the end, didn't quite get it. There's a flag on the play. It was roughing the passer, so they didn't take it, obviously. Bring it within 3. Do a little triple option right here with Oliver. Toss it to Shawaba, who's actually a tight end. He's like my third string tight end, but he's a fullback also. He's a pretty good fullback apparently. And he gets a nice little gain in the second quarter now for a second goal. Jackson with the spin move to miss the safety or corner, whoever it was, it didn't matter. He was running by him anyways. To go up by 10 again. This time, quarterback all day a throw again. Second quarter, finds Sims Jr. again. This guy was the bane of my existence this game. Absolutely everywhere for a huge first down. First and goal. Hands it off on the little read option and just makes me look silly diving at nothing. And they bring it within 3. 3rd and 7 right here, about halfway through the second quarter. Put Jones in motion, drop back to pass. Hit Dickerson over the middle for a nice little first down. I mean, 4+ third down conversions already, but he's injured. He would come back later in the game. Oliver dropped back again. Vitale wide open. I mean, even 2 dudes standing there, they still couldn't stop him. Another touchdown. I mean, he's doing work for me. Doing work for me already to start this game. Back to a 10-point lead. About a minute and a half left. 3rd and 10. They went 5 wide, brought a 3-man rush, and that was not enough to cover them. Sims Jr. again, 5 catches, 77 yards. They kept finding him. I mean, I've even got him highlighted right now. Like, watch this dude. He's the guy that's been tearing this up all game. 3-man rush again, not enough. Go for the pick or tackle. Or I went for something and missed, and they get the touchdown right before the half. I throw a pick, they get a field goal, tie it up right like in the last minute or so. So I got an interception, they got one. I've had the ball longer, but we're about even. I mean, we are really close, even yard-wise, about probably 30 yards difference, but not much. 2nd and 10, my first possession, or second possession, I don't remember. They got the ball to start the quarter. We held them to a 3-and-out. Hit Wilson, who's come in sometimes for us real big for a first down. Do a little buck sweep, cut it up with Anderson. This is the 4th-string running back. The 4th-string running back getting touchdowns. But it is what it is, man. You got to use what you got to use. Hopefully I'll have Green back for the next game, potentially for the bowl game. But Sims Jr. again, he gets laid out though. Ross, my heavy hitting safety over there, but he's got 7 catches for 116 yards. Like I said, he torched me all game long. I even bringing a blitz, doing a run middle, doesn't matter. He's got running room for days. Ties it back up, 31-31. I think I throw another interception. Williams gets a nice little first down gain. I thought I was going to become the guy chasing him. I became the safety way downfield. And he is having a good game. 17 rushes, 41 yards, and that play right there absolutely infuriated me. Had the sack, he just shrugs it off like it was a little kid trying to tackle him. Throws it for the touchdown. They take the lead, their first lead of the game, 38-31. Into the 4th quarter now. Jackson being huge for me all game. I think he had over 100 yards rushing and sets us up for a nice 3rd and goal. Anderson gets all the glory though. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns, and we tie it up again. Now they get the ball, like the kickoff in one play, like 30 seconds later. Hands it off to Williams, and he is absolutely gone, except for Ross, who comes over there and makes a huge tackle. But that's not what we needed trying to stop him. But like I said, I could not stop this offense. I think I had the 1 interception and the 1 punt. That was it. Look at that. 4 for 4 on 3rd down. rushing in for another touchdown, his third of the day. It was a rough game. It was a rough game. 2 minutes to go, do a little read option. I'm bobbing and weaving, just trying to get 63 to get the block. He didn't quite get it. Jackson almost gets there, not quite enough. 56-yard gain. Jackson, we know huddle it, so I can give him his touchdown because he's absolutely earned it this game. And he busted up the middle for, I think, his second touchdown of the day. But we tied up again, 45-45, 2 minutes left. They have the ball now, 1st and 10, a minute and 45 left. Drop back to pass once again. All day to throw in is that, hey, Sims Jr. once again. I mean, 3 guys all over him, but he's already caught the ball. Already made a huge play. 3rd and 1. I'm doing run middle, bringing a huge blitz. Hold them to a 4th down. I call a timeout. They kick the field goal. We have a minute left. Ross with the return right here. Get a couple of good blocks. Ooh, nice block right there. And the smallest dude on the field, the kicker, catches him. Dadgummit. So we got a nice return. And first and 10, hit a little out route to Vitale for a huge gain. Drop back to pass. Dickerson comes back in the game, and that could seal the deal. 52-48, 7 seconds left. They get the ball, run one play. I'm putting people back in coverage, but I'm also bringing in some pressure. Throws it off his back foot all the way up there and picked. Look at that. If it had been tipped and over the head, there was 3 of their receivers there for the touchdown. I would have been extremely pissed. Luckily, somehow we pulled it out. The one time I got a stop is when I needed it. That game was heart racing and way too frustrating than it should have been. But I ended up getting a win. That's like back-to-back weeks where I've had to play an ESPN Classic game just to win against the computer. And some, like, freaking Cincinnati's putting up 105 points 3 weeks in a row. It's like, what the heck, man? I want to put up 105 points. I'm barely putting up 50. I'm barely getting the win against the computer. We're looking at some stats, or looking at the games around the country. LSU ends up losing to Auburn, lost by 4. So that's the only one that's ranked, so that's the only one that matters. Looking at some stats, I mean, I had a lot of rushing yards and a lot of passing yards. It just got lucky. Players of the game, Jackson, of course, once again, and Westfall, corner with a couple of tackles and a big pick that helped get the win. But we're looking all right. We got one more game left in the season, and we'll be right back with the advance. All right, let's get done showing the highlights from the game against Michigan State. Somehow I pulled it out. I don't know what the heck my problem is, man. I've been having a lot of close games. I mean, this one wasn't necessarily turnovers, but I just couldn't stop them on defense. It was a rough game, but I got the win. I'm happy about it, and I'm excited. I'm on to my last game next week. That's the last game of the regular season, and then if I make the bowl game or the conference championship, I do. If not, I don't. But that's out of my hands now. Checking out how everybody else did. USC ends up winning 34-31 at another close game. He's had a couple of close games here recently, but he's still number 1, still winning games. That's all that matters. Iowa ends up winning 38-28. Indiana wins 45-20. Akron wins 45-32. Rutgers did not get his game in. Ooh. Sorry, man. Gonna skip past you just to keep the dynasty moving, but hopefully you get the win. Because I hate to leave it up to an advance, and something like that happens where a number 3 and the computer's number 17. I mean, that could ruin the season, but gotta keep it moving, man. Sorry about that. Memphis ends up winning 28-21. TC Nick, Cincinnati didn't get their game in either. Same thing. I don't like. I hate doing it, but we got to keep the dynasty moving, keep it active. So we're gonna have to skip past you. Sorry, man. Hopefully you get the win, especially against a computer that's 2-6, and not ruin your season. But I can't do anything about it. Missouri ends up winning 28-23. NC State had a bye week this week. Wisconsin wins 47-21. You want to see the Oklahoma State game? Make sure you check out the Italians channel. Links down in the description. It was a pretty good game. But as of right now, we're gonna advance and see what happened with the other guys. So hopefully they get the win. But we'll be right back. All right, just got done with the advanced play against Illinois, fighting in Illini. This is my last game of the regular season. Hopefully we can end the season strong, or at least the regular season strong with the win. Next week's a bye week. So, yeah, not much going on next week, actually. There's only a few people that have games on that week. But I know I'm done. I'm not going to have anything after this one until the bowl game, unless Iowa loses. And I don't even know who he plays, so let's find out. USC plays Notre Dame. That could be a good one right there. Iowa plays Nebraska. Nebraska was a tough cookie. That team was a tough cookie. So he's got, well, he beat me. So you might not have near the trouble with them that I did. But they were a tough cookie for me. Indiana plays Penn State. Akron plays Northern Illinois. Rutgers ends up getting the win over Louisville. They play Temple. Memphis plays Louisville this week. Cincinnati ended up losing to the computer. Sorry, man, had to advance it. I think that's his second loss on the season. He plays SMU this week. Missouri plays Texas A&M. NC State plays Maryland. Wisconsin plays Purdue. And Oklahoma State plays Kansas State. This is his last 2 games. He's got this one and Oklahoma next week. So it should be a pretty good video over there for sure. Check out top 25. I know number 11 lost, but I think everybody else stayed the same. Yeah, Rutgers, Wisconsin, Oklahoma State. Yeah, top 10 pretty much stayed the same. Actually, it exactly stayed the same. So that's a pretty good top 10 right there. And the Indiana number 12. And Cincinnati 11. NC State's back ranked now. So we got almost everybody in the top 25. Not quite there. Check out the BCS, the one that really matters right now. Oregon, USC. Like I said, they still have to play for the conference championship. So Oregon's dropping. I know Wisconsin's gonna have to play Iowa for the conference championship, more than likely. So that could propel him above Rutgers. I mean, huge thing. And Oklahoma still has to play Oklahoma State, so that'll give them a second loss and also propel Oklahoma State up ahead even further, because they only have 1 loss. But it's craziness going on. A lot of stuff happening in the top 25. Let's check out. See, I don't figure any of the. Actually, let's look at the Heisman watch. I was thinking any of the bowl games would change, but it might. So Indiana, Wisconsin, Rutgers, and then Mizzou, all halfbacks except for the tight end, who's gonna win it. If you, like I said, if he doesn't, then something's broken in this game. Check out the BCS. Memphis gets a bowl game. They're playing Air Force, New Mexico Bowl. As long as they win out, you can do it, Memphis. You got this, buddy. Cincinnati playing Western Michigan in the Idaho Potato Bowl. And then we might have everybody play for a bowl game. That would be awesome. And then we have, try not to miss anybody, NC State and Arizona State play for the Sun Bowl. And then Arkansas, Indiana in the Gator Bowl. Myself and Auburn in the Capital One Bowl. And then Rutgers, Wisconsin in the Rose Bowl. Missouri, BYU Fiesta Bowl. Oklahoma State and Iowa in the Sugar Bowl. And then USC, Oregon. I think I counted 11. So just missing one dude. So USC, Oklahoma State, Iowa, Missouri, Rutgers, Wisconsin. That's 6. Northwestern 7, 8 Indiana, 9 NC State. I don't think I missed anybody. But still, I mean, almost everybody getting a conference or a bowl game and the entire dynasty is pretty good stat. Pretty good stat line. And then Cincinnati's 9, Memphis 10. Maybe I miscounted. I don't know. I counted 10 or 11. That's pretty much everybody. Let's actually see. Yeah, Akron. I think Akron's the lone team. But he's had a pretty good season over there. I mean, with the conference championship, it still could propel him to a bowl game. So he's got a shot. But as of right now, it's still the USC and Rutgers playing for the conference championship, or national championship, my bad, unless something comes up. But as of right now, this is my last game of the regular season. Unless Iowa loses, he's got the advantage over me in conference, so he will be playing for the conference championship. I will be watching. I will be in attendance watching because I won't be able to play. But I gotta get past Illinois first, regardless. If I lose this game, it doesn't really matter what Iowa does. But I gotta beat them. Last game of the regular season, survival game. Hopefully I can do it. That's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time.